Hey guys, welcome back to Talk Political TV. Before we get into today's video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on. Let's jump in. Alright, opening statements in the R. Kelly Chicago case has begun. According to TMZ, the CP case from 2008 was front and center during opening statements in his new Chicago criminal trial. Prosecutors kicked things off referencing that the defendant, Robert Kelly, had XDS with multiple children. He made videotapes of himself having XDS with children while also pointing out that two co-defendants, ex-associates of Kelly's, whom they claim knew about it the whole time what was going on and allegedly helped keep things quiet. The woman at the center of the 2008 case, who was alleged to have been videotaped in sex encounters with Kelly at the age of 14, referred to as Jane, prosecutors say she will be testifying in this new trial. According to the prosecutors, Kelly went to incredible lengths to buy Jane and her family's silence at the time, allegedly shipping them out of the country on his dime and having his employees move mountains to conceal her identity or any connection to said tapes. There are 4 tapes in play during the trial. The jury will only be giving 3 to watch. At least one of those tapes appears to pertain directly to the alleged 2008 victim, and the remaining ones might have to do with other alleged victims from over the years. Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bongine, fired back saying it's way too late and clearly intended to paint Kelly as a monster, even though he's already been through this ringer once before. She called his accusers criminals who have tried to extort Kelly and who actually have immunity deals with those same prosecutors. Bongine also said that one of the tapes prosecutors have alluded to but won't play doesn't exist, and leaned on the fact that Jane Doe, who's the 2008 alleged victim, has long maintained she is not on the tape with Kelly. A lot of this we already knew, right? A lot of this we already knew because Jane's aunt Sparkle spoke about all of this on the Breakfast Club interview, and I'll probably go ahead and insert some of that.
First thing I asked Lifetime, because this was before I came out, I said, is Sparkle in it? And
Really?
They said, yes, Sparkle is in the docuseries.
All right. Why'd you ask that, though?
Well, because I knew you had ties to R. Kelly from back when you were his artist. And then I knew that it was your niece and you had testified in the trial. So I figured that would be some powerful testimony, somebody who was there firsthand.
From the beginning. Yeah.
Yep.
Then I introduced the family.
Right.
So you never had a relationship with R. Kelly?
No.
That type of relationship?
No.
And
We had
at
a
that
business,
time-
but me and Robert were real tight. We were really cool, like family. I thought so.
Right.
Did you realize that he was into young girls? When did that finally surface that you realized, like, damn, he really likes young girls?
I didn't realize that until the tape surfaced.
Until you seen the tape?
So the tape surfaced.
So you had no clue, no idea what was going on until that tape came out?
No idea. And you know what? I wish I had have known before introducing my family. Like, I introduced my entire family. We're a musical family. And look, Robert had just got a situation with Interscope. He was taking me to Interscope. He was leaving the other artists on Jive. You know what I'm saying? So he was going to need bodies.
Right.
My family's a musical family. Let me see if I can put them in there.
Get everybody
yeah,
paid.
and let them be stars like he was about to make me. So I introduced my niece. My sister and my brother-in-law brought her down. I didn't just throw her to the
with her
wolves.
parents.
You know what I mean? So I introduced her correctly. Then I introduced other nieces and nephews. You know what I'm saying? They're musical. They had some success.
Gotcha.
Overseas, and I want to introduce them. And then my brother-in-law, my niece's father.
Right.
He's a dope guitarist. I was begged Robert to listen to him. He came down and he's on a few of his albums playing. You know what I mean? So I was trying to spread the love through the family. I wanted to give, I wanted to give more to my family and bring them along
support,
with
right.
what God had blessed me with. So hey.
What was your reaction when you seen that tape? And where were you when you see the tape? Did you get calls before him? Like
Yes.
this? So tell us how you first found out about that tape.
Let
and where
me
you were.
let
and
me
everything.
go back just a quick second. So prior to the tape coming out, I got 2 phone calls from 2 separate people in Roberts Camp. And they were saying to me, yo, something ain't right. Your niece down here by herself too much. What's going on? I'm not there. I don't know any of this. I get on the phone with my sister immediately. What's up? Like, what you doing? Why you got her down there by herself? People are calling me. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
But why would y'all think something was right? But if y'all didn't know what was going on,
they were telling me that
Right.
something didn't look
And
right.
then her
I didn't know
parents-
that because I'm not there.
And
Gotcha.
her parents were saying, no, everything's good.
Everything's good. Everything's cool. You know what I mean? So what I do is I call the Department of Children and Family Services to go investigate.
before you knew what was going on.
Before I knew
What made you do?
anything.
Something had to give you a
Yo,
feeling to do
just that
you
people
know what
were
I mean?
Just
calling
where
from-
people were calling me saying, it don't look right. Something's not right.
And at that time, you and R. Kelly were good.
We were good, but I hadn't seen Robert. I was away from him.
Back to the tape. When you first seen the tape or heard about the tape, what did you do? What was your reaction? Because you never told us.
Yeah, okay. So a lawyer called my home phone. I don't know how he got it, but he called me and he stated to me, there is a tape that possibly has one of your family members on it. And I would like for you to go to your sister and your brother-in-law and get them to acquire me as their lawyer so I can, defend them in this tape. I was like, absolutely not, because I don't know that that's my family member on that tape. So, okay. He said, I can send one of my associates over to show you. I was like, all right, send them. I called my oldest brother. I was like, yo, they saying it's a tape with somebody on it. Come down here and view it with me. He was like, okay. I called him back. I was like, okay, me and my brother gonna view it. He was like, no, hold up. Only you can see it. So, I was like, okay, bruh, don't come. I'm gonna be okay. But, however, the guy comes, he shows me the tape, the first few seconds of it. I don't know if you all seen it, but I couldn't see any more of it. I said, shut it off. That is her. He calls the lawyer. The lawyer's like, okay, can, we get your family to view this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, let me check. The guy leaves, call my family in an uproar, like, she's on the tape, da-da-da-da-da.
And you're not even thinking that your sister and brother-in-law know about this, or
I don't know.
They're gonna be so mad.
Yep.
So they knew about it already.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I still don't know. You know what I mean? Because they not talking to me. But anywho, yeah, that happens. I call the family. They say we want to view it, and then maybe an hour or 30 to an hour later, 30 minutes to an hour later, it's halted. Everybody's like, no, we don't want to see it. Tell them stop. Don't come. I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, Robert done got to him.
Now, I was thinking about this, right? And I've been thinking about this hard. As a father, there's no amount of money you could pay for my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to think about it like this, The one good thing about her not coming out is nobody know who she is.
Exactly.
She can live her life now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She could walk there. She could walk in here right now and we wouldn't know who she was because we don't necessarily know. She never testified. Her name is not out there. We don't know. But if she would have testified and if she would have took that stand, her face would be plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
And not that her life isn't
Well, I don't know.
ruined
Would they
because of
show
that.
a minor's face?
You would have her
everywhere in a
name. They
case
would
like
definitely
that?
get her name and everything from the
I
court
don't think they
records.
can put her name out.
They didn't, but until now.
See what I'm saying?
And the other issue is, aren't they still like cool with R. Kelly?
I've heard rumblings, but I don't know.
What's the last time you spoke to your sister?
My mom passed in October. We buried her, and then the trailer came out. And I've seen her periodically, but she doesn't really speak to me, at the graveside, go visit my mom sometimes. But the last time I spoke to her was probably right after.
Have y'all spoke about the tape at all after it came out? Have you had a conversation?
They don't want to have that conversation with me. No, they
You
don't
never
want to.
asked at all?
No, they don't want to have that conversation with me.
What about with your niece?
I've asked, but they don't want to have that conversation with me. I still treat her with kid gloves because she was so young then. I don't know her.
She's
I don't
traumatized.
know
She's been through a lot.
what she would do. You know what I mean? So I really treat her with kid gloves. But I told her when we did come back in good graces, I was estranged for 10 years from my family behind this. For speaking up and speaking out, telling the truth, you know, and in 2011, my parents' 50th anniversary, we did a big to-do for them, and that's how we came back together. Now that this has come back up, we back where we were again.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not speaking and what have you, but she's beautiful on the outside, but I know
is she okay?
She's gotta be hurting.
I know she's screaming on the inside. You know what I mean? So I don't know that she's gotten any help or anything like that.
It's crazy that in court you could see it. The judge could see a tape, and the girl is sitting right
Yeah,
there.
man. Let's talk about
And her
this.
best friend says it's her.
Let's talk about that, okay? Take
own aunt
take me
says it's
out
her.
of the situation. There are 11 to 15 people saying that's her, that's him, her best friends, coaches, teachers, police officers. Take me out of the situation. You're not gonna believe them?
That's really crazy.
It's crazy.
To me.
Let's see how this Chicago case plays out. Comment down below what's your thoughts about this whole R. Kelly crazy situation. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're definitely dog walking him. And yeah, there's a little bit of double jeopardy here. So yeah, comment down below on your feelings about that. Don't forget to like this video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe with post notifications turned on. I'll catch y'all in my next one.